Hey everyone, in this video I am headed out to Wyoming with my family to get that last snowmobile ride of the season in. So we left Ohio, we are heading out to Jackson, Wyoming. We're going to snowmobile for a couple days, and they're also having the World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb that we're going to attend for a couple days. So this is probably going to be a long video, so here's how it all goes. We're going to walk into the world's largest truck stop and check it out. I've been here a lot of times, but Braden's never been here, so first time. Once we got west of Des Moines, Iowa, it got very windy, and of course Nebraska, Wyoming this time of year is always windy, but today was windy plus. I mean, as windy as I've ever seen it driving across here. It was something else. Just a cruising down the highway. And since my channel is mostly a farming channel, here's some farm equipment to make this somewhat of a farm video. We passed these guys. They're out of Michigan. They're headed to Jackson Hole to the hill climb, so we'll see them out there. And of course, you cannot drive through western Nebraska without stopping at Cabela's in Sidney. There's two Cabela's stores in the country, and I've been to a lot of them, but my favorite two stores are the Cabela's in Sidney, Nebraska, and the one in Wheeling, West Virginia. Maybe not the biggest Cabela's, but I just like them. And this is a good place to get out and stretch your legs a little bit. And hey, Black Rifle Coffee. What more can I say? And just past Sidney, as we were going down Interstate 80, there was some funky clouds building. There was some snow squalls coming through the area. The wind was still pretty intense, but we kept on trucking. I will say today was not a day for fuel mileage. We burned some fuel. Welcome to Wyoming, forever west. And if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. As many times in my life as I've been through Cheyenne, Wyoming, I've never spent the night there. We generally shoot for Laramie, Wyoming. There's a Hilton Garden in there we really like to stay at. There's a Rib and Chop House just kind of catty corner across the street. We go there for dinner. And it got a little cold last night. Frosty. And after a good night's rest at the Hilton Garden Inn, we got about 5.5 or 6 hours to Jackson Hole. We're going past the University of Wyoming, so let's have a look. And of course, we got to go get some breakfast. I'm kind of hungry. Okay, folks, so I'm going to start this ultimate vlog thing by saying we are in Laramie, Wyoming, starting the day out at Starbucks. So let's go in. Beans and brews. Just doing a little goof in there. You see these bloggers that go on about going to Starbucks or here or there to get their fancy coffee drink. I personally just drink my coffee black. That is not what I had in mind for breakfast, but I guess I got outvoted on that one. Anyways, we're just cruising across Wyoming, so we got a little bit of everything from desert. We got places that got snow, and we will soon be in the mountains. And now's the time when a guy needs to be watching for wildlife. So we did see some moose off to the side of the road in some places, and we're heading into some mountains here, and we come upon a pretty good herd of elk. They was off in the distance. We did see them. We stopped. We had binoculars with us. We checked them out, but just wait. We got to see a lot of elk. Before this video's over, you're going to see a lot of elk too. Anyways, here's some sheep that were kind of grazing alongside the road here, so we stopped to take a gander at them. And we have officially made it to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And we are going to be staying at the Cowboy Village Inn, which is some pretty nice cabins, as you're going to see.
What did you say about bear claws? I said I want those real bear claws on them.
Oh yeah, Bear Claw Chris Johnson.
I mean, I'm Bear Claw Chris laughing. Blood kin to the grizzly that bit Jim Bridger's ass. Name what movie that's from.
What's up?
Pretty nice cabin we got here. Always good to see you, big guy.
And it looks like Andrew and Lexi made it up from Utah with their Arctic cats. We got the whole family here, so we are ready to go.
Right.
Even Boston made it to Wyoming. So it's a little late for lunch, but we went to Jackson Drug Company, and I think I'm going to try the Big Hole Burger. Check this out. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't the best burger I had in my life, but it certainly wasn't the worst. We got here the first day. We just kind of hung out, didn't do a lot. And we're going to snowmobile for 2 days. We're going to go to the hill climb for 2 daase. But we did walk up, check out where the hill climb is going to be and so forth. Hung out for the night, come back to the Cowboy Village Inn, get a good night of rest before we go snowmobiling. So the very next morning, we're going to head over to Jackson Hole Adventure Rentals, where I rented some snowmobiles so we can do a family ride.
Hey.
Hi. Okay, everyone, we are here with the friendly staff at Jackson Hole Adventure Rentals to pick up our sleds for the day. So these are really good people.
Follow her.
Let's follow Sarah to get the paperwork. She's hiding.
I've rented snowmobiles from Jackson Hole Adventure Rentals quite a few times. So we got two 2-up sleds, a Skidoo 600 4-strokes, and we got an RMK 850 and an RMK 650. So just going to look everything over here, get the trailer hooked up, and head up to ride. There we go. We're headed up to Togety Pass to ride for the next 2 days, and we get to go past the Grand Tetons. I don't care how many times you've seen the Grand Tetons, they never get old to look at. I know I'm a lucky person, all the places I've got to see in all my travels around the world, this great country of ours, all over Canada, Europe, and so forth, but mountain views just never get old. We're headed up the pass. We'll do a little filming here. I'm going to pass them. They're going to pass me, but all kidding aside, Jackson Hole, Wyoming is by far the place as a family we visited the most. If I said we've been here 20 times, I'm probably not exaggerating. It's got to be every bit of that. We've been here a lot. Anyways, we'll soon be riding. And we made it up to Togety Pass, so we're going to get the sleds unloaded, get geared up here, and head for the mountains. Okay, there's 8 of us, 6 snowmobiles. My wife and I, my oldest son and daughter-in-law, my youngest son and daughter-in-law, and my daughter and her boyfriend. So we have a total of 6 snowmobiles, 4 mountain sleds, and 2 two-up sleds. So, not sure what the plan is here, but obviously Andrew and Lexi are going to ride their mountain sleds. I am on the Polaris 650 RMK. Braden, my daughter's boyfriend, is on the 850 RMK. My oldest son and daughter-in-law are on one of the two-ups, and my daughter and wife are on the other two-up. So we're going to alternate back and forth, and we're just going to have a good time, but it's a family ride. Didn't get a lot of filming so far, but Braden had a little mishap here on the 850 RMK, but nothing we couldn't rule him out of. So we're going to get him set back up on his feet and get going again. I think I have like 1,300 videos on YouTube, and I've done, quite a few snowmobile videos, but it never fails. You can never get that camera to make a hill look very big or very steep. Now, this was kind of a drainage here, and we had a lot of powder when we was out here last year this time of year, and I was actually climbing real close to here and went up and hit something and then accidentally hit my kill switch, and I was stuck. But anyways, we're going to get him set back up and get out of here and head farther down. And this is a prime example why you do not want a windshield on a mountain sled. You get stuck on a hillside, whatever, a lot of times it's easier just to roll the sled over and get it back on its feet. If you had a windshield on here, you'd probably crack it or break it off. Andrew's going to ride his sled down, turn around, and we're going to ride up tandem. Because if I tried to walk back up this, although it doesn't look that steep, it's steeper than it looks, and every footstep you go right into your groin. Okay, so we're gonna stop for lunch here, and we packed pretty good stuff. We got a bunch of renegade snowmobilers from the Midwest over here making a bunch of noise. There's all these places to ride, and for some reason now they got to hang out here. We're starting a fire, but anyways, got some flavored water, pineapple flavored water. Got some soup. Got some beef jerky from Ohio from Winter's Meat Farm. So everybody's got something good. We're gonna get a fire going over here, and we're gonna enjoy some family folklore. Yeah. All right, where's your Chinese? Braden brought some Chinese out here. He's gonna warm it up, putting some tin foil over the fire.
Oh, no, I always thought about bringing sushi out. Just orange chicken.
Oh, that pine smells so good. I'd get 2 and pinch it personally.
I'd fling it out.
Oh, okay. Do what Andrew's. Andrew's a mountain man. Do what he says.
Get a good angle on it.
What's that? That was really funny. Oh no! See? Oh my God! That's why I said you need a. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Easily done for here. Hey!
Oh, the chicken fell out.
No,
Don't throw snow on it. You got some good
got
chicken
some wings
hanging out there.
out, but
You can totally save that.
I'm not gonna grab it just yet.
Oh well, you want some gloves? Here. Okay, get that. Don't let that chicken go to waste. Oh no!
Oh, your chicken. They're just chicken nuggets.
Oh, still.
What's wrong with them? They're just chicken nuggets. Yeah, but what's wrong with them? Nothing. Oh. They're on the ground. Yeah, they're just cool.
Hey, B-Rod.
See how deep the snow is here.
Since you're closer, can you get that bag?
125.
So it don't blow away?
Okay.
You see it?
125 inches or
Sorry.
No.
centimeters?
Centimeters, so that's
Thanks, B-Rod.
a little over 3
3 feet
3
of pack
feet, probably
snow.
4 feet.
Okay.
Wow, I'm impressed you knew for just.
Yeah, because I don't know
Well,
metric.
100 centimeters is
Yeah.
what, three is
Three.
A meter.
Yes.
Right. So a meter's
A meter's about 3.
3.33
Yeah.
feet.
Yes. Yep. Gotcha.
So-
Yep. Oh wait, the snow is that deep up to your chest, right there. Okay.
Although there was a lot of snowpack on the ground, it was like 45, 50 degrees up here, so the snow was set up and hard, so there was really no powder to play in, per se. Some of the north-facing slopes did have some, but everything was crusted pretty good, so like every time I go snowmobiling, I'm like, I'm going to get all these great action shots, but then it's like, hey, I'm here to snowmobile, not to film, but I did manage to get a few shots anyhow. Instead of hauling my snowmobiles out here from Ohio, it was just easier to rent them while I was out here. So it worked out pretty good because I wanted to ride a new Polaris, and we got the 650 RMK, the 850 RMK, of course the 2 Skidoo 600 4-stroke touring sleds. But I cannot say anything bad about the Polaris sleds. Of course, you know, I'm an Arctic Cat guy. My first snowmobile ever was an Arctic Cat. I've had good luck with Arctic Cat, so until something changes, I'm always going to ride Arctic Cat, or that's what I'm going to buy. But it was good to ride Polaris. I have nothing against Polaris. I know Polaris makes a great sled. Of course, I have a Polaris Razor. I've had Polaris 4-wheelers, and I know Skidoo makes a good sled. Yamaha as well. But hey, you just go with what you like or what you have and have good luck with. But anyways, I just didn't see the handling difference in this new Polaris chassis over the Arctic Cat that made me say, hey, that's the way to go. Of course, snow conditions weren't perfect either. We didn't have powder. And yes, I read those snowmobile forums where people like to dog on Arctic Cat just because they think it's the cool thing to do. I just did not see that big difference why everyone keeps going on Arctic Cat needs a new chassis, blah, blah, blah. Now, there's some things about the Polaris that are okay, but everybody's got their pros and cons. Day 1 of riding complete. Time to load up, and we'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
There's a gas station right up here at Togety Mountain Lodge. They are closed. It looks like they're done renting sleds for the year, but the gas pumps were still open, so we just topped the sleds off for tomorrow because I did not want to have to do this in Jackson Hole with all the traffic. Photo op, picture of our trucks, snowmobiles in front of the Grand Tetons. You know, those are some good-looking pickup trucks and snowmobiles. That's all I got to say. Oh yeah, the mountains aren't bad either. We made it back to Jackson, so we're going to get cleaned up, get ready to go for dinner, but right up there's Snow King Mountain, and that's where the hill climb is happening. Anyways, we went to the Roadhouse Brewery for dinner tonight, and I got their beer can chicken. It was pretty good. Friday morning, we got a good night's sleep. Back up the Togety Pass to ride one more time.
Evidently, they're not going to the bakery this morning on this direction.
No, we got to get looped around on the main drag. Back in my younger years when I was trapping,
and we were out here settling the west. I actually spent a couple nights in this cabin back here. Of course, it's changed a lot, but it's good to come back, you know, and check it all out again, you know, a couple hundred years later. Of course, you know, back in those days, I was snowshoeing it up here. It was even too deep for horseback. But, you know, that was another time, but times changed. And it's a lot easier to access this on a snowmobile. It's all about the views today. Back in '82, I could throw a pigskin a quarter mile. How much you want to bet I can throw a football over that mountain? Coach would have put me in. We would have won state, no doubt in my mind. I'd be playing in the pros, making millions, living in a mansion, soaking in the hot tub with my soulmate. But hey, instead, I'm here snowmobiling in the mountains with my family and my soulmate, and I think it's a better gig.
Yeah.
How was it low last year?
Well, they were limited.
They were limited, and then the year before.
Oh, shit.
not sure what happened here, but I was using my GoPro Hero 10 on the 850 RMK with the front ram mount, and everything just went crazy. So, not sure. I used that camera before on the clips before on the Skidoo. I've used it on my Arctic Cat. So, one thing I have to ask, does the RMK have more vibration than my Arctic Cats? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to include a little bit of this footage just because, but as you can see, it's pretty shaky. Friday afternoon, we all played musical sleds. We swapped around so everybody could ride each sled, and I jumped on Andrew's Alpha Turbo, and this thing has got some power. We just had the hard snow. It's spring riding conditions, no powder to play in, but this is quite a machine, let me tell you.
I'd say they are. The only way we're going to know is to hold the back end up and rev it.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. Okay.
We're going to head back to the parking lot, load the snowmobiles up, head back to Jackson Hole, and this is probably my last snowmobile ride of the season. But hey, we got the snowmobile hill climb to watch the next couple days, so should be fun. It's been pretty warm up here, and you can see the main trail is getting beat down pretty good, so unless they get some new snow, looks like the snowmobile season could be coming to an end up here as well. Anyways, I didn't get all the footage I wanted on the GoPro. We did get some good riding in for the conditions, spring conditions and so forth. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see all that. But hey, had a good time and am now back to the parking lot, and my GoPro died right now. And since I didn't get much footage, I thought I'd pop my drone up here while we was loading the snowmobiles up. Like every time I go snowmobiling, I say I'm going to get all this footage, and I never do. Or some of the footage I thought I got, I didn't get. My camera was too low, or this or that. That's the way it goes. But hey, we had a good time. It was a good family ride. It was a good way to end the season. There was no mishaps. Had a great year of snowmobiling, and look forward to next year. A lot of people might not believe this, but I actually put more miles on a snowmobile per year than I do on my Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Get the snowmobiles loaded up here, return them to Jackson Hole Adventure Rentals. We'll go out for dinner tonight. Tomorrow morning, we are going on a wildlife safari with Jackson Hole Wildlife Safari. So we're going to go out and see some moose, elk, and whatever else we can find. And then we will go to the hill climb in the afternoon. And then Sunday, we will be at the hill climb all day and head home Monday morning. So I will now turn this video over, and we will view some wildlife and the hill climb. And as you can tell by the parking lot, there's a few other people up here riding, getting those last rides in before the snow all melts. But there's still going to be plenty of backcountry riding if a guy wants to do that. You just have to get to the right spots to make it happen. And for Saturday morning, my wife booked a trip with Jackson Hole Wildlife Safaris, and they came and picked us up right at the Cowboy Village Inn. We had a great guide named Pete, and he took us around, and we got to see a lot of wildlife today just north of Jackson, Wyoming. Now, this is the same route we took up to Togety in the morning, well, part of that route, but we were seeing some moose every day, but now the elk are actually moving out of the valley, so this morning, I mean, we just hit it perfect. There was elk everywhere. The elk migrate down into the valley for the winter, and then as the snow melts and spring comes, they start moving up to the higher elevations. So through the course of the morning, we probably got to see a couple hundred elk. We probably saw over 30 moose total, a badger, lots of bighorn sheep. I had a little bit of a camera malfunction. There was dirt on my camera lens, so you're going to see some shots coming up that just did not turn out good. But hey, this video is a little bit of our trip, so I'm not going to go into great depth on the wildlife, but let's just say we had fun doing this. And if you're ever coming to this area for vacation, I would highly recommend Jackson Hole Wildlife Safaris. They took us around to some good spots that we have never been to before. It's my understanding bears were coming out of hibernation, but that is one animal we did not get to see today. And as I'm editing this video, that's when I realized I have dirt specks on my camera lens. But there's nothing I can do about it now. I can't go back and change it, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of a lot of what I got. And unfortunately, this was a terrible time to have a bad camera malfunction. Just look at those elk standing up there on that ridge with the mountains in the background. Just amazing.
The modeling right here.
Even though I had the video camera malfunction with the dirt on the lens, I did manage to get a few good pictures, so here you go. At least you get a decent look at some elk. And it is my understanding most of the big elk have already shed their antlers. But what a view.
So they calve a little bit later. They're in like June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so mid-June.
Okay.
and then they have their adorable little things. It's just like the most awkward animal in the forest.
Yeah.
Because like they have no idea what to do with their legs.
Oh, the bird just landed on its. Just shook
Oh yeah.
I see that.
And seriously, I know we had to see over 30 moose today, so here's a couple pictures of some moose we saw. And yes, it's my understanding the moose have also shed their antlers. And we went off track a little bit, and we even got to see some beaver activity on this trip. Judging by the look on our guide's face, I think I am probably about the only person in the world on a tour that's ever asked about beavers. But anyways, you can see what they do. Looks like they tried to protect these trees with the cage, but the beavers managed to get around it and knock them down.
Last fall, they were attacked by a grizzly mama with her cubs, and both carried firearms and both carried bear spray, and both will swear up and down that if they had gone for a firearm.
There was so much dirt that had been.
No, because I rode up by
He
it.
rode up.
But it was too small for a bear, I would say.
Even black bears? What black bears are pretty small?
Well,
Like a
yeah, but it was almost like it was.
When we were traveling down this one road, my son Andrew noticed this ball of fur, and we stopped, got the spotting scope out, and sure enough, it was a badger. We didn't get to see any buffalo on this tour. Now, we've been through here in the summertime, and there's plenty of buffalo in this area. We've seen them. However, until winter releases its final grip, it's my understanding they'll later migrate up into some of these areas here. After a little sightseeing, we are now going to load up. We're going to head down to a different area and look for some bighorn sheep.
I mean, they want to get out, or they want to get out, or they're bored. I mean, each one had a 5-foot chain, or a 6-foot chain, plus the doghouse.
This video clip right here was using my iPhone going through the spotting scope.
Did you take people on tours then, or you were just in charge of training them?
Well, I did tours as well, but we had our race teams, and so the race teams, we just needed to run them.
Okay.
But we did tours as well, because that's how we were able to buy dog food and things like that.
I see. That's cool.
That's good.
In Canada that
Well, and if you include Alaska, there's the doll.
yeah. Because I know some.
Yeah, most people confuse these with mountain goats,
Yeah.
but entirely different animal altogether.
The like white.
White ones are mountain goats. Mountain goats are there. See what I mean? I'll go up and down these cliffs.
Yeah. This isn't a very good fit. I'm just not being steady.
Yeah, I know.
They lose control of their head.
Yeah.
They can come to a stop quick.
Yeah.
Like mid-stride, that one just stopped.
Yep. They're looking for salt.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if they try to lick the car, you'll see me get into an argument with them. Oh, did we just get another fight? I thought I heard one.
Yeah, this is
And they're getting feisty. Do you guys want to hop out real quick?
Sources tell me this is the most photographed barn in the United States of America. And the next two wildlife clips here are from my son Michael that he let me use. He obviously is more responsible with his camera than I am. But anyways, thanks to him and his wife Abby do a great job on YouTube, a lot of travel vlogs and stuff. I'm going to put the link below to their channel. Definitely check them out to see a lot of travel stuff.
Real quick.
So this tour lasted about 5.5 hours. He picked us up at 7 a.m. and about 12:30, here we are back at the Cowboy Village Resort. Now we're going to head to the hill climb.
Yeah.
Good things.
All right, not all of us are going to the hill climb, but we're just going to walk down pit row here, check out some of the sleds, see what's going on, and check out that Arctic cat coming up here to your right. That is one mean-looking Arctic cat, I will say. Should be a fun afternoon here watching the hill climb. Usually this wraps up around 4 or 5 o'clock. We're going to go back, go out for pizza tonight. They are having some snowmobile freestyle at the fairgrounds. We went to it a couple years ago. Not sure if we're going to make it there tonight or not. We will see. Curtis. One of the best. Don't know him personally, but... No dogs. And that trailer coming up on the right, that is the trailer that was in the beginning of the video that we passed in western Nebraska. So I did talk to these guys a little bit, and they seem like pretty good dudes.
Gates belts. Special thanks to his family, Tony, Murph, and Kurt for all your help.
So on Saturday, we just hung out at the bottom of the hill. This is the starting line for the hill climb where they race up to the top of Snow King Mountain. But anyways, all the snowmobile manufacturers are here, clothing companies, vendors, stuff like that. There was some food tents, beer tents, whatnot, and I signed up to win a new Arctic cat. So we'll see what happens there. And I had an awesome Philly cheesesteak sandwich for lunch. We're going to check out a few snowmobile trailers here. These things are quite fancy. Check these out. I mean, not only can you haul your snowmobiles in here, got a sound system, places to put your gear, got fold-down bunks, tables, bathroom. This one even has a master bedroom clear up in the front. Just amazing. This would be pretty nice for a multi-day trip in the mountains. You can just park your sleds outside, hang out here. They're heated. Even on a day trip, you could have the heater going, pull your snowmobiles out, get dressed inside in the warmth, and go ride.
Still going to come in under 2 minutes with 153.82. Love it. 153.82. Good enough for second. Stand up now. Again, race number 725. Cameron Farm, Wyoming, Colorado. 19 years old. Riding Skidoo. Same deal for this kid. Again, very short hill climb career. Moving up into the pros this year. And just in case you didn't hear when I talked about it this morning. Don't come up there. Quick touch out. Don't put a hand. Don't keep it up there. 56. All right, off road, race number 47. Jimmy Carr, Jackson Hole. The Grand Audio Mall. Talking about the race, not
Dude, you need to go all the way down to the end of the pavement.
And a selfie or two for the Instagram.
Is way off, so don't you worry. It never works out this way, so.
Well, we're glad
it's
it
usually
did.
we're packed and it's like, oh, it's only 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
It was packed as can be.
Yeah. So for some reason the Yelp system doesn't work. Come on in. Have y'all been here before?
Yes. Fatty.
And my son, Michael West III, shared this clip so I could use it in my video. Check him out on YouTube at the link up there.
We have a Flying Hawaiian and the Fatty.
And then the wings that they didn't toss themselves. I guess they don't have wings this year, but also I forgot that this is a diner, drive-in, to dives place, so it always lives up to the guy. It's always gangster when he's involved.
And thanks, Michael West III, for sharing that information. But we had a pretty good meal here at Pinky G's. We ate our pizza, and then we headed over to the Cowboy Bar. Now, they claim this is one of 2 grizzly bears killed by man without the use of modern weaponry. Claims a guy killed that grizzly bear with his bare hands and his mouth or teeth. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what they say. But anyways, here's a couple shots from inside the Cowboy Bar. But it was a neat place. Definitely worth checking out if you're in Jackson Hole. Here we are Sunday morning, our last full day in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and after walking uptown and having a breakfast burrito from DOG, another place to check out if you're in Jackson Hole. They serve breakfast burritos from 6:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Anyways, today we are heading up to the top of Snow King Mountain to watch the last day of the World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb. That's right, we are headed to the top, and it's a lot farther up there than it looks like from here.
Which side do you want?
Oh, I don't care.
Scared to roll her down.
Yeah, but
Up until this year, this is the hill that they actually had the hill climb on. Last year, this was a chairlift, and I guess right after the ski season last year, they ripped down the chairlift and put this gondola in, and now they moved the hill climb over to the hill just to the east of here. This is a ski hill all season, and then at the end of the season they have the hill climb here. So the snow is packed pretty hard. There's all kinds of rocks and different things underneath here. As the snowmobiles climb this through the week, they rut it out, so the course becomes very challenging, as you're going to see here in a minute or so. A quick rundown of the World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb in Jackson. The way I understand it, it's a 4-day event. We've been here many years, and it's a great time, always a great time here. Anyways, starts on a Thursday, ends on a Sunday. There's different classes. There's women's classes, men's classes, different, CCs, engine size, mod sled, the whole 9 yards. They do change the course up day to day, the way I understand it. And if you're still racing here on Sunday, you have to qualify to be here on Sunday. So I think that means you're a pretty good rider. But anyways, you start at the bottom, you're timed, and I had some clips earlier on down at the bottom at the starting line, and you race your way up to the top. You got a bunch of curves, jumps, and so forth. When you start getting up here where it gets steeper, and of course they got these gates, so you got to keep your snowmobile between the gates. That is the red and the blue flag. Each one is numbered. It looks like there's 30 of them all the way to the top. So it's not just a matter of how fast you can go straight up this hill or mountain. It's the turns, and then of course, it's getting cold here at night, warm during the day, so the snow warms up, gets a little slushy maybe, and then it freezes at night. So these guys are cutting some pretty good ruts. There's rock under here, there's logs, so it's very, very challenging. You don't know what you're going to hit when they're racing up here. They're timed, of course, so they want to keep moving as fast as they can, but they still got to keep the snowmobile under control. It just makes for some great entertainment, but a person has to be a pretty darn good rider and in pretty good shape to make this all happen. The other thing is you're not disqualified until your snowmobile shuts off or quits running. So everyone's got a tether cord on attached to the snowmobile in their waist or wrist or whatever. So if you do fall off your snowmobile, as long as your tether switch did not pull off and kill the engine, you can get your snowmobile back up on its feet and get going again. And of course, there's lots of volunteers here working on the side of the mountain to try to catch snowmobiles. So if somebody does fly up in the air or snowmobile starts rolling, people do try to catch it and save it from rolling all the way down to the bottom.
This is a really dumb spot.
He's not walking back.
I was going to give you one of Dan's, really. We can have Shelby pick some up. Yeah, Shelby can bring more.
That was amazing. That's all I can say.
Hey. Nope.
I kind of agree with you.
What did I tell you?
Oh shit.
I think I got that before gate 23.
I called it as soon as you seen it. Reposition himself. 5. Must have been it.
Oh. Oh, shoot.
So what class is this?
I'm not sure.
It's a lot cheaper. Especially at a deal like this. So you gotta. So we were right at that 27. Sitting there. I mean. You used to no questions about now I know that you guys are bigger than life. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, wow.
How the hell?
shit.
Look at him. Oh, already he's breathing.
He's breathing really hard.
We were up about another. You can't pull your tethers. You can't go to the back of the machine.
Yeah, back him up, you know?
No.
Now finish it. Let's go.
He's waving them off.
Quite the setup there when he was lost in Michigan.
Oh, nice.
Did you make it?
Oh, nice.
Did you make it? You just didn't pinch it off. I'd love to put a raptor.
Jace, I reached in my pocket and I found them. I
That was a good ride. Yeah, like an actual
We now move to the top of the hill, which I wish I would have discovered this before we walked down there, because it was quite challenging coming back up.
Oh shit. Ski pole. I don't know if he crossed the line or not.
Yeah, that's
26, an amazing resume. There goes Jackson, Thomas 133, 48,
And that's going to do it for the 2022 World Championship Hill Climb here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So we're going to head over to Big Hole Barbecue and have our last dinner while we're here in Jackson. We've been here before. This is a pretty good place to eat, I will say. And right when we was getting ready to leave on Monday morning, loading up the truck, a couple deer walked through the Cowboy Village Resort. And would you look at that? That is a pretty good sized herd of elk, I would say, crossing the road. I think we'll just go slow through here because I don't want to hit one of these. I know what a deer can do to the front of a truck. I can only imagine what an elk would do. We probably wouldn't be making it home. On the way home, we were down in the Eden Valley of Wyoming, come across this Steiger tractor, so I didn't have time to stop, but I did have time to stop and take a tractor picture. And hey, looks like it's all for sale, so if you want to go back there, stop it, get the phone number, give them a call, it may be yours. And that's about going to do it for this rather long video. We are just getting ready to cross the mighty Mississippi River from Iowa into Illinois. This puts us just under 400 miles from home, or just about 6 hours. Anyways, we did 2 days coming home because, you know, it's like a 24-hour drive. That's a lot to do just straight through. So we did make it the first day to Des Moines, Iowa, got up early, hit the road, and here we are to finish the trip out. Anyways, it was a great trip. I know it's a long video, and I just don't see the point in doing, you know, trip day 1, trip day 2. That's all fine and dandy. I just have a bunch of farming content from videos last fall. Last summer I never got edited yet, and here it is, planning time now. Time to be in the field. I'm going to have a bunch more content, so I just wanted to put this all in one video, and hope everyone enjoys it. If you was at the hill climb and this video finds you, feel free to comment below, and if you like this, hit the like button. Comment below anyways, and if you are just finding my YouTube channel, please feel free to go down there and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more of what I'm doing, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Farmhand Mike. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting my social media. And we plan on coming back next year for the hill climb, and you will probably find us somewhere up there.